Okay, I need you to stay with me today because I'm about to say something that might sting, but I'm saying it with love. You are not bad at sales. You are not inconsistent. You are not lazy. You are an ADHD business owner with a nervous system that treats follow up like emotional danger. And if you've ever sent an offer and watched the message sit there and felt your stomach drop, today's episode is for you. Let's dive into it.
Yeah, yeah, yes. Yo, it's Alyece, say it right, no cap. ADHD CEO, yeah, we run this track. Systems that slap, brains built different. We make sales in our sleep, yeah, the hustle's efficient. This ain't fluff, nah, this is strategy raw for the ADHD. Minds breaking every old law. Hit subscribe, don't miss a single show. We're running on dopamine, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, let's start with what really is happening here in your head, because this is what you believe deep down, not what you say out loud. All right, you believe, if they don't respond, it means they hate me. Or if I follow up, I'm annoying. If I follow up, I look desperate. If I follow up, I'm basically begging. If they say no, it means I'm not good enough. If they ignore me, it means I'm embarrassing. And what makes this worse is that ADHD doesn't just give you these thoughts, it gives you this full body reaction. Your chest gets tight, your face gets hot, your stomach starts to flip, and your brain's like, okay, abort mission, abort mission, abort mission. So you don't follow up, right? Not because you don't know that you should, but because your body is acting like follow up equals rejection. And again, it's not that you're not being chill, you're not busy, okay? You're scared of how it will feel if they ignore you. And that's why you hit send and then you keep checking your phone like it's going to throat punch you. You reread those messages 17 times. You listen back to your own voice memos and voice messages to people to cringe and critique yourself the entire time. And you start rewriting and follow up planning your head, but it never actually gets executed. And so let me paint what this looks like in your daily life a little bit more for you, okay? Because you might be sitting there and thinking, well, I got email follow up sequences, but you wake up and you're like, all right, today I'm going to be serious. Okay. And you drink your coffee, you open your laptop, you're feeling good. And you're like, oh, I need to follow up with those 6 people who asked about my offer yesterday or last week, whatever. You open your DMs, and the second you see the thread, your brain's like, nope. So then all of a sudden you're cleaning the kitchen, you're reorganizing your kid's sock drawer, you're checking your email, you're looking up new planners on Amazon, you're going through your Canva folders, you're fixing your bio again, you're making a new freebie, you're tweaking your website, you're doing everything and anything except following up. And so you tell yourself, like, I'll do it later when I'm in a better mood, or, I got to come up with a plan, a better message to them, and later never comes. You still don't do it. And so now it's been 3 days and now it feels awkward, right? That text message that's still sitting in your phone from 2 weeks ago, it's too awkward to reply to them now. And so your brain's like, well, now I can't do it. It's too late. So you never follow up. And you sit there wondering why your sales are inconsistent. So I want to talk about the beliefs that you say out loud, because these are the ones you tell yourself to feel better. Okay. If they want it, they'll buy it. I don't want to be pushy, or I'm not that kind of salesperson. I'm just letting them decide. I don't want to bother them, or I don't want to chase anyone. And listen, I get it. Okay. I don't want to chase anyone either. I won't chase people. All right. But to kind of flip this a little bit, we know people are busy. I can't tell you how many times I've read a text and I put my phone down to go deal with something with the kids and I didn't come back to it. That happens all the time. All right. So sometimes following up is really just like a reminder. And I've had people that have been like, oh crap, I completely forgot. I don't want to miss it, and they jump right in and buy. But another reason it's so important for you to follow up is to find out why people didn't buy. Because we can sit here and hash out why you're doing this all day long. But if you don't figure out why they're not buying, we can't solve the gap, right? And you following up is not being disrespectful. That is just what you're telling yourself, okay? That is just that fear, that's rejection sensitivity hiding behind like, I'm chill. So here's what you really need to understand. Follow up is not a personality trait. Okay. It's not confidence. It's not being good at sales. It's a system. And ADHD brains don't do well with emotional type tasks. Follow up is an emotional task. It's like, hey, did you reject me yet? Like, that's what it feels like. So your nervous system avoids it. And that's why you can show up and post and teach and coach. But the second you have to follow up and say, hey, you still haven't bought, you're freezing. And so I'll give you a couple examples of how this shows up in your daily life. I like these episodes to be super tactical and you to be able to leave and implement something from them immediately. Okay. So someone messages you, hey, can I get more details about XYZ? Right? Can you send me the info? You send the link, they heart the message, and then nothing. So you tell yourself, like, hey, they saw it, they just don't want it. But again, what's actually happening? They got a phone call. Their kids started screaming. They got distracted. They forgot. They got nervous. They overthought it, right? And your brain takes silence as that rejection. Another example, right? Someone says, I need to talk to my husband. And you're like, okay, no problem. And then you never talk to them again. You never say, hey, I'm just curious, what'd your husband think? Did your husband have any questions I can answer for you? Why? Because your brain's like, okay, they don't want it, or their husband said no, or that was just their excuse. Another example, someone says, this is so good, I'm signing up right now. And you're like, yay! Next day comes, they haven't signed up yet. You want to follow up, but your brain's like, don't look desperate. So you don't. And that sale dies. Not because that person wasn't interested, but because you didn't lead them to the sale. So I talk about this a lot in Flow First Thinking, the book of, your fear-based of rejection. And then of course I work on this in my programs with my students, but here's the tactical part of this episode. Okay, this is what you do if you have ADHD and follow up makes you spiral. One, stop calling it follow up. All right. That alone just makes us cringe a lot of times. Call it customer service, right? How many times have you been in a store and an associate comes up to you and says, hey, can I help you find anything? Same thing, right? If you ran into a store and someone picked up a product and looked at it and put it down, you wouldn't hide behind the counter. You'd say, hey, do you have any questions? That is what follow up is. Okay. Step two here, use scripts so you don't have to think. Now, I don't want you copying, pasting scripts to everyone, sending the same message to 100 people. That will never help you. Okay, that will never help you. Now, there's nuances to everything. I say this in every episode. Obviously, we will have some automated follow up, email sequences, maybe a DM tree, something of that sort. Those are going to be the same for everyone. But when you are following up with someone that's a hot lead, someone that said, hey, I want this thing, and they didn't get that thing, you will customize it a little bit. But if you have some scripts just kind of handy, okay, wherever you store all your stuff, it will help you. So, like script one, hey, quick check in. Did you still want help with this? Or can I answer any questions about this? Right? That's like a very simple one. Script two, hey, just wanted to follow up and see, did you have any questions about how to get started? Or did you have any questions about what all is included? Right? That's a very helpful help. Script three is more like decision based. Hey, do you want me to hold your spot or should I just close, should I just close it out? Right? Just helping them make that decision. Like, especially if it's something that has limited spots or limited time, right? Another decision based one would be like, hey, just wanted to send a quick reminder, sale closes tonight. Did you want me to go ahead and help you with checkout so that you don't miss out, right? It's powerful. Step three of this is follow up on a schedule. Because if you're waiting for when you're in a good mood, you're going to wait a while. You don't want to do this when you feel brave. Pick a schedule. So I follow up 2 days after I send them a link, 4 days after I send them a link, like have some sort of schedule for that. Or even to a point where maybe you do follow-ups on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now that's going to put you at different times, following up different times with everyone, right? If someone asks for the link Monday and you don't follow up again until Thursday, that's 4 days later. So it's better to have some sort of like 2 days after, 4 days after, 6 days, whatever, some sort of system of that way. But put it in your calendar, put it in your CRM. Your ADHD brain is not going to remember. And when it does remember, it's going to panic. Make it a 10-minute daily routine. Pick 3 people, send 3 follow-ups, done. Not 30, not 100, 3. Consistency will beat intensity every time. So here's what I want you to remember, all right? You are not scared of follow-up. You are scared of rejection. And your ADHD nervous system is trying to protect you from feeling embarrassed. And protection is not profit. If you want a business that pays you, you need a follow-up system that works even when your brain is spiraling. Now, again, I talk about this a lot in Flow First Thinking, my new book. It's on pre-sale. All the information is in the comment section below, in the show notes. But we do go over rejection sensitivity in there, and I've done tons of podcast episodes, trainings on it. You could probably search my name, Google my name with rejection sensitivity dysphoria, and you'll find all of it. But when you put a name on it and you realize 9 times out of 10, it's not ability, it's fear, it becomes so much easier for you to overcome. With that being said, make sure you check the show notes, you grab your copy of Flow First Thinking while it's on pre-sale because next Wednesday, the 18th of February, is the masterclass. So when you grab a copy of Flow First Thinking on pre-sale, whether it be a hardback or a paperback, you're getting the masterclass, you're getting all the resources, templates, the hidden chapter that no one else will have access to, the ebook version, and you're going to get a coupon on the audiobook as well, which is in recording right now. So that should be done super soon. As always, if you got any value out of this episode at all, please leave it a review. It is the absolute best compliment you can give. Take a screenshot of you listening to this, throw it in your stories, and tag me at socially.awesome. I want to celebrate you. Shoot me your questions. Let me know where are you struggling when it comes to RSD in your business, in your life, right? It's not all about business. You might be struggling with this in your personal life as well. And until next time, make it simple, make it social, and make it awesome.